Hi guys, getting right into it. Sorry if you can hear my laundry in the back. This is a really great workout for your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes, focusing on, of course, being at home with a plate and a strong band. Fortunately, I found this before everything was closed. So here I'm just kind of warming up. Now I'm elevating my heels on top of the weights here because I want to really focus on firing up my quads. This is a really great kind of movement for front squats, and it's really great to put on those teardrops on your quads. So really love those movements. And then I'm moving into a sumo squat with a plate, and I have those strong bands wrapped around my ankles here to really add more, of course, resistance. And then I'm bringing that plate up in a form of a goblet squat here, even though I don't have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, and then I'm pulsing it out. So all the movements that you're seeing here, again, my feet are elevated up. I'm either supersetting or I'm maxing out myself, or I'm going till failure. So I'm not doing any counts. I'm just basically doing the movement until I feel burnt out. So again, I'm doing all these movements until failure. I kept putting on my shirt and taking it off, but so you'll see me with my neon top and my white top. But again, doing these movements until failure, so basically until I can't anymore, until I feel so burnt out. And then I'm finishing it off here with just a sumo squat here, or sumo deadlift with the plate with no band. And then finally the finisher in this little circuit, I'm doing a pulse close stance squat on top of the plate with the resistance band around my neck. Again, just really burning out those quads, and yeah, putting some nice some toning in there. So next I'm moving on to a single leg RDL with the strong band wrapped around the plate, standing on top of the plate to give it more range of motion here. I'm very tall, so I have to wrap things around a few times. And if you need to hold on to something, I'm holding on to my countertop here. You can hold on to, I guess, anything that's kind of close by. Again, I'm doing basically a million of these, and I had to watch out, and so my leg wasn't hitting. Sometimes you'll see me look at the camera because I want to focus on making sure that my back is straight. I have a habit of having a kind of an arch in my back because I was a gymnast. So I have to really focus on keeping my T-spine really straight and keeping my core nice and squeezed. I've been able to get into a gym, so this has been a lifesaver for me, all the resistance work. I've been focusing on shredding or toning and leaning out. I've lost about 12 pounds now, well actually 10 to 11 now since all this has started, and I've just gotten a lot leaner. But here you can see I'm now putting the resistance band over my shoulder. This creates crazy resistance, okay? So it really fatigues the muscles. And then I go back into, again, just positioning myself. So it just gives you an example of how I like to make sure my form is correct. And then I'm going back into that same movement that you saw beforehand. Again, I do these back to back and over again to really fatigue my muscles. Again, with body weighted movements, you really want to crank up the reps and the sets to really get that a good workout for your muscles. Because if you don't have the option of using weights, this is obviously your other option. Okay, now I'm showing you from this side. I'm putting the the strong band over my shoulder, and then I'm going into my rear lunge here with my front leg elevated. This movement is such a great burnout. It's makes me so tired. I do these often, and it's really great for your quads, your hamstrings. And then I'm taking it into a curtsy lunge here, and then I'll be showing you from the side just to get that form correctly. Again, you can never do too many of these. And then I'm pushing back, and then I'm going to go into that kickback there. So I'm actually doing a rear lunge, new movement, into that RDL single leg, and I still have that strap over my shoulder here. And then just from this direction, again, you can, and one more time for kicks, boom. And now I'm going to go into so this is a single leg RDL, but your foot is down, so it's slightly behind you. This is super great for that outside sweep on your quad, and it's really great for you to focus on form and kind of isolate those muscles. And then I jumped right into a RDL with one arm. Again, this just helps isolate one side of your body, and it also really helps with obliques, your back, and again, the tie-in and your RDLs. But again, the reason why I'm doing it for one side, it simulates sort of a snatch, which is kind of in CrossFit, but I'm not snatching it all the way up. And then I'm moving into my RDLs with my band around the plate and dancing for some odd reason. And again, RDLs here with my feet elevated on the plate, so I can get a kind of a deeper range of motion there and really get a lot of resistance off that band. I was really tired because I did like a million of these things. And I really wanted to show you guys all the angles so you could see. And now again, whenever you're doing at-home workouts, I really want you to focus more on maybe time versus reps and sets, because you're not lifting the weight. So let me just pause here and show you. So I move my feet back a little bit because I want to get more pull on that tie-in there. Be careful there though to make sure you still have that weight on the plate, because you don't want it flying back at you. And then I'm putting my legs on the outside, so my heels up, and I'm very close standing together because I really want to work that inner thigh area and really squeeze, and the inside of that hamstring. There's different points you can hit whenever you do RDLs, so you can turn your feet in, out, and, well, inward. And then I'm finishing off with the Bosu ball. I'm doing donkey kicks with ankle weights. And I did a million of these again. Like I said, focus on doing as many reps as you can if you're doing at-home workouts. I would just honestly give yourself, if you can allot like an hour, and just kind of repping out on everything. And then I'm showing you just a single leg kick back here on the Bosu ball. You can break up these workouts if you don't have time to do all of these together, and kind of do this at your own speed. I'm going to add my Peach by Nelly resistance band here on my open and close to give myself more resistance at the end. Again, these shorts are Peach by Nelly. They'll be released in about a couple weeks actually, so stay tuned and make sure you subscribe to my email at peachbynelly.com. Thanks guys, bye!